What's the wildest self-diagnosis story you've encountered? I once had a patient who walked into the clinic and confidently told me he had a rare condition called sarcoidosis. He was a healthy-looking guy in his late 30s with no prior medical history of note, so I was skeptical. When I asked what made him think this, he explained he had been experiencing a persistent dry cough, joint pain, and mysterious skin rashes for months. These symptoms had led him to research online, where he stumbled across a forum discussing sarcoidosis. He claimed it fit his symptoms perfectly. While I usually caution against self-diagnosing via the internet, something about his description made me take a closer look. His rashes were oddly symmetrical, his lymph nodes felt slightly enlarged, and he mentioned a family history of autoimmune issues. I decided to run some tests, primarily to reassure him, and partly because he seemed so certain. The blood tests came back with elevated inflammatory markers, so we followed up with a chest x-ray. There it was, classic bilateral hilar lymphadenopathy, a hallmark of sarcoidosis. A subsequent biopsy confirmed the diagnosis. When I told him he was right, he smiled and said, "I guess WebMD isn't always wrong." I laughed and reminded him that while he got lucky this time, Googling symptoms could easily lead someone down the wrong path. It was a humbling reminder for me as well. Sometimes patients know their bodies better than we give them credit for.